Hey guys, just had some thoughts on Grogu and the future of Star Wars. I think it's safe to say that Grogu, or Baby Yoda, is one of the reasons why a lot of excitement came into the franchise. This is what really drove people to see The Mandalorian, so I think from this, it's pretty safe to say that the future of Star Wars should also be centered around him and what comes of his character, what comes with him when he gets older, and kind of the different roles that he can take in his future. So I think, for one, I don't think the proposal that Luke offered him is a good idea, because I think he could be both a Mandalorian and a Jedi at the same time. He also wouldn't be the first person to do this. So I think in the upcoming Mandalorian seasons, we should see both him really getting into his training as a Mandalorian, but also bring back some of his training in the Force and as a Jedi. I think you could even make him the son of Yoda, maybe explain more of his origins, or if he's just the same species. I think that kind of needs to be settled before moving forward with his character as well. In recent years, I think we could see him becoming a bounty hunter with Din. We could see them doing some missions together, maybe even him getting his own helmet. And I think he could even start training with a lightsaber in the next probably 10 years or so. This could be something that the armorer makes him. This could be him reuniting with Luke and kind of having more of a hybrid with not having to pick either him or Din. I think there could be a way to bring Luke back into it and get some training with Luke and Grogu again. And then he could get the lightsaber that Luke showed him in the Boba Fett show. And I think we could even see him eventually wield the dark saber. Even though it got destroyed, a new one will probably be made. And it's pretty safe to say that he would beat whoever currently holds it in combat. Or if it gets taken by a villain or something, Grogu would probably eventually be the one to take that over. And then obviously becoming the leader of Mandalore. So I think for the next probably 5, maybe even 10, depending on how long it goes, seasons of The Mandalorian, this would be the obvious path for Grogu. But I think even in addition to that, there's going to be some more work done with him in movies. We have some new announcements of movies coming out for Star Wars, and it looks like he may be in both or one or the other. This is specifically what Jon Favreau mentioned, saying that Grogu is in the talks for the movies. They're not exactly sure what's going to happen yet, but he's definitely one of the main characters being considered. And he also talked about how naming Baby Yoda Grogu was something done intentional for the future, so that when he becomes an old age, that they really wanted a name fitting for him, not just as a baby, but also someone who could become a Yoda-like figure in his future. So I think that would be really interesting to see. In particular, with the new movies they're doing, I think him being a student of Rey would be really interesting, and him eventually becoming a Jedi Master of his own, and even becoming pretty much the character that Yoda was. So I think if he's going to live probably 900 years like Yoda did, he could be around for several Star Wars movies in the future, and he could really become the face of the franchise going forward. So I think it'll be really interesting to see how his character plays out. So I think that's all for me on that, and I will see you later.